You're allowing other religions into your church to have equal space to worship their own gods. So you're welcoming the worship of false gods, the worship of demons into a place that has been reserved for worship of Yahweh. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Tat2d Reactions video. Hope you're all doing awesome today. So this is crazy. Came across this article and just check this out. All right, so the world's first lesbian bishop. Stop right there. Lesbian bishop. In a bold move, has called for a church in her diocese. So this bishop, who's in charge of a whole bunch of churches, has called for a church in her area that she's in control over to remove all crosses. A church, so she's the bishop of a series of churches, calling for a particular church to remove all crosses. The cross. It's a church, a cross. Remove them all. And install a Muslim prayer space with markings for the direction of Mecca. Christian church, bishop, lesbian bishop, not only wants to remove crosses, which is just, but to create a space for Muslims to come with markings directed to Mecca. Guys, Muslims and Christians, they don't worship the same God. I know some people out there like to think so. Allah, God. Allah is the same word for God. Not the same God. Number one. Number two, Muslims don't worship Jesus. They think he's a prophet, good prophet, but he's not God to them. So this doesn't fit. So you're having a lesbian bishop remove crosses so that Muslims can come and worship with the direction facing Mecca. It says this unprecedented suggestion has sparked intense debate on the intersection of faiths and the role of religious spaces in a diverse society. This whole false ideology, this altar, this idol of diversity has just rapidly infected culture on so many levels. And when we're talking about culture in general, we're talking about the world in general, makes sense why things can just go nuts. We're talking about the church now and this push for diversity within the church. And this has just been the door that these entire agendas now have made its way into the church and are just taking over the church. Diversity is taking over the church to the point where you have not just a bishop, a lesbian bishop, the world's first, who's in charge of a whole region of churches, now wants to remove crosses and then create a space for Muslims to pray to their God in a Christian church under the guise of diversity, creating diverse religious spaces. Now, there's just so many things wrong with this on so many levels. Clearly, this is then like this is not a, like this is a false church. I mean, just this whole structure is just jacked up top to bottom. You allowed a lesbian bishop, number one, and now you're getting them to remove crosses, and now you want to open up your doors to diverse religious belief systems, and we can all come together and be unified. Guys, this is not unity. This is nonsense. This is like this is a takeover. What this bishop, if you can call her that, is doing is just is blaspheming the church that Jesus has established. And it's going to come across to culture and to society as, oh, it's just so loving and welcoming. And, it's just a space where we can all come and it's everyone's welcome. And it's under that guise is just opened up this door for like demonic agendas to just destroy the church. And so this church is done. These series of churches, anyone under this woman's command is done. Because like it's you're removing crosses, so you're removing Jesus. You're allowing other religions into your church to have equal space to worship their own gods. So you're welcoming the worship of false gods, the worship of demons into a place that has been reserved for worship of Yahweh, worship of Jesus. So you're worshiping Jesus in the same space you're worshiping demons now. It's like this. It's just gone. It's berserk. This is what's happening. Jesus said. He said in was it Matthew chapter 24? He said, "For false Christs and prophets will arise." As we get towards the end, this is perfect example of a false leader who's got a massive influence now, just completely blurring the lines of what the true church is and what it should be, and is just opening the door to just demonic agenda. And it's just like pretty soon it's like this is all shifting, being pushed towards this one world religion. So where it's going, this desire to create spaces where religious gatherings of all kinds can come in one place and worship. And that's the next logical step. And then from there, it's, well, now that we're all here together, let's figure out a way where we can all worship the same God. And this is how you get to the worship of the Antichrist. It's right there, like playing out. This is just the next logical step. Ah, very angry. Well, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Just, yeah. Thanks so much for watching this Tat2d Reactions video, and we'll see you all in the next one. Much love. God bless.